Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Wow, I'm an official YouTuber. Wow!
Hi, I am Katya.
We're with Katya today.
Can I have some of this?
And we're gonna talk about getting into the industry. I actually have like a whole concept in my head that I've been thinking about for a while to make this video, because originally my channel was just kind of based off of helping girls that are starting in the industry with agencies and packing their bags for different shoots and their first shoot and how they should be and hygiene and things like that. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna talk about some of the basics on getting into the industry, how we got into the industry. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm sorry I look like trash.
You don't.
You're all did up with your eyelashes and I'm just here hi, my eyebrows are kind of drawn in. It's okay. We're gonna flex. We're gonna do this.
Okay, let's do this.
So the first thing I want to talk about, as far as getting into the industry and things like that, I don't know. I started on Craigslist. Where did you do your first job?
My first job? What do you mean?
Your first scene.
My first scene, it was with can I say that?
It's I feel like it's really important for us to make videos like this for the girls that are in the industry, or the girls that are starting in the industry, or the girls that want to get into the industry, just because people sugarcoat things, especially if it's an agency or if it's something. They're gonna sugarcoat it because they want you to work for them and they want your money. That's just really what it is.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's the truth. So it's if we're here and people are willing to watch these and they really want to get in the industry and do it right, they're gonna see this video. And it's just we have to be real about it. So it's if you want to talk about crossovers, that is a very prominent issue right now in the community.
Actually, yeah. So the first agency I signed up with and I did my first jobs were all right, but then I was so cautious about making my research every time on the male or female talent in the company, and making sure that I'm not gonna go out there and embarrass myself working for a company that basically humiliates us.
Yeah, it's
girls.
very important to look at the
because
website.
Your agent is not gonna give a fuck about.
Depending on the agent.
Depending on your agent, because not all agents are.
LA Direct is one of the agencies. They will not let you work with companies that are going to degrade you. That's true.
It is true, because I never did. It was all professional. But the thing that happened was, okay, so I did my research on one guy that I got this booking and everything, and I agreed to do it, but that I was wait, I didn't see anything about the guy, but I did. I made my research, and after I already had agreed on it, but then I saw that he had done, gay porn before, and then now he's doing, trying to do straight porn. So that's a crossover, and I was okay, I don't, I searched up his, porn name, the gay porn name he had, and he was doing gay porn, and then,
okay,
not only
on,
that, but
wait.
in the fucking contract.
We gotta stop really quick and explain this, because I forgot we have to explain this. A crossover talent is a risk to a female talent, because when you're having anal sex, your blood vessels are what are going to contract the diseases easier. It's easier to contract it, but it's easier to not know about it too. They're kind of they're a little bit of a heavier STD, of course, yeah. Which it's not. It's it's autoimmune, so it's for safety.
It's just something that you really have to be cautious about before you agree to anything. So when I did my research, I was upset because I also I'm not stupid. I read the contract. They had specifically said that
really do your research. Make sure that you're getting into what you want to get into. Don't believe everything that you read on the internet about a lawsuit or this or that, because not everything is always true. I'm gonna say that not everything's always true. Not saying that the people are lying. It's that the media misconstrues things, and the media makes things seem way different than they actually are. So just do your research, but be smart about what you listen to, because it is the internet. There's a lot of girls you can actually just hit up on Twitter and stuff, and they'll talk to you. They'll tell you they want all the girls in the industry to be safe. I don't know. That's really important. And when you get an agent, make sure you read your contract. Make sure you check and make sure they're licensed and bonded in the state of California and the state of Florida, or it's not fucking worth it. Make sure that, you know, like the girls on the roster, make sure that, you know, some of them are, you know, some noticeable names, because you want to make sure that this company is, you know, working with people that have been doing this for a really long time. Yeah. Because that means, you know, they know more about the industry than even we do, like, so.
That's true.
Those are important things.
But you start learning things by yourself when, you know, you're on set, and you just start figuring things on your own. You learn from your mistakes sometimes, but it's like, it's fun for me.
If you get into the industry and you start getting tested, your test is good for 2 weeks, right? Usually your test is good for 2 weeks, but a lot of people misconstrue this, but it makes a lot of sense if someone actually sits down and fucking says it. So I'm just gonna sit down and say it. If you get tested every 2 weeks and you're having unprotected sex with someone that is not tested, you are breaking your test. You don't know if you have STDs, and you're putting everybody at risk. Sorry, it had to be said. Just because, like, if you're starting in the industry, like, yeah, you're gonna want to, like, hoe out. Like, you're doing, like, porn. Like, hell, use a condom, please. Like, for everything, please. Please don't give me gonorrhea. For real. It's like, people don't think about that. Like, we actually have to be very, very clean human beings, because if we're not very clean human beings, then everybody around us isn't gonna be very clean human beings, and it's gonna be our fault. So, you know, like, don't be a hoe.
You can be a hoe, but be a clean one. Because that's all we ask for.
Like, when you're packing a shoot bag for your first shoot, it's very important the things that you put in your shoot bag. I want to do more of an in-depth video on this. It's just like little tips right now to put something out there for everybody. But you want to have, what do you think? Like, I'd say like 5 bra and panty sets minimum.
I think, no, but the most important thing, this is for hygiene. And this is really
No, we'll get there. Let's start wardrobe, and then we'll go hygiene.
I think you should take at least 6 different color matching bra and panties. If you are young and doing young, like, teeny popper scenes,
pinks, whites, blues, yellows, like,
you want to take very bright colors. Don't take any darks, because, like, you're doing a really innocent scene, so you want to look innocent as possible. So take your light lingeries with you. You can have darks and lights. Like, make sure you, when you start the
always
industry,
bring a black set.
You have to go shopping for your first sets. Like, you're gonna go shopping. You have to do this, and you have to get everything you need. And sometimes, like, I don't know, like,
we'll do a video in the future where we take one of the new girls and we take them on a shopping spree. Just for real. So they can show you guys too. It'll be cool. We'll do that. That'll be dope. But, like, yeah, and then I'd say, like, you'll want to have like 3 pairs of shorts, 3 skirts, 3 dresses, and then like a shit ton of tops. Like,
yeah, a lot of tops, different kind of tops, and a lot of different kind of heels. But again, if you're doing teeny popper scenes, I would recommend taking wedges or tennis shoes.
Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I have 3 pairs of heels that I can bring to set. I have a black pair, I have a white pair, and I have a nude pair, and that's it.
Those are good colors too.
They're good neutrals for when you're, like, just starting. I don't consider myself, like, just starting, but I'm just definitely still new. I'm like a year in, so, like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm a little extra. I take, like, I have my own shit, you know, like, I bring my own towel. I bring stuff that you know you would fucking need. Hygiene. Because you don't always, like, you're never always gonna be, you know,
you don't know if the house that you're using is gonna have towels,
or if the company provides that shit for you. You have to be prepared.
You want to get, like, traveling containers, bring, like, shampoo and conditioner, body wash, and, like, little containers in your suitcase,
your own
deodorant,
dishes, your own water bottle, your own food. Sometimes.
Bring your toothbrush, girl.
Bring your toothbrush with your toothpaste. Don't forget that, because you want to make sure you have a clean, nice breath.
Always have makeup sponges just in case.
Sponges, exactly.
Sponges are very important. So sponges, I didn't hear about this till I got into the industry. Sponges are for when you're on your period. You put them inside of you, and then when you're on your period and you're, like, doing a scene, there's nothing. Like, it just kind of soaks it all up like a tampon, but there's no string. They're, like, super important. Make sure you take them out after a scene. Even if you have to ask the guy to help you, he will help you. Just get it out, because you don't want toxic shock syndrome. I've never used one. I've used one time, and I never used one after that.
I've used them multiple times.
I have an IUD. I don't have to use them. Birth control is very important, by the way.
Me too. I have a double shot on my ass. Well, yeah, it was on my ass, but I mean, it's honestly like very important to be on birth control.
Very important.
Very important, because
you will get pregnant.
You will get pregnant.
Story time. Here's the tea. So there's this girl that I used to be like a runaway, like an avid runaway. And like I stayed at this girl's house, and like she would have sex with her boyfriend. She'd go to the bathroom and she'd put toilet bowl cleaner in her vagina.
Wait, why?
To kill the sperm.
That's too much shit that I wouldn't trust in my vagina. I wouldn't. That's disgusting. She needs.
Her boyfriend told me about it, so I stole her boyfriend.
You stole her boyfriend?
Oh yeah. We're still best friends. Hi,
and you're blasting your own self out.
Hi, Jacob. I don't care. He won't care. He'll laugh. She got pregnant.
Wow.
Toilet bowl cleaner don't work.
Wow. That shit was very disgusting. I don't know. Yeah.
Have a hobby. If you don't have a fun hobby, I'm not gonna be around you. Do something outside of porn. Don't surround your entire fucking existence with porn. It's a job. Well, it's a career. But it's a career just like any other career. Okay? If I become a famous fucking rapper, I'm not gonna want to do rap all the time and only hang out with rappers and only do this and that. Like, it's the same thing with porn. Because it's like, if you get too wrapped up in porn, you're getting wrapped up in the drama, you're getting wrapped up in the bullshit, and it's like high school and it's cliquey. And there's no reason to do that. Have a hobby. I rap. So like, I do shit outside of that. I know people outside of porn. I do shit outside of porn. It's important to have a hobby because no matter what, when you do porn, you'll need a side job anyways. So, there's the tea, sis. Snatched. You gotta have a job. You gotta have a side job in porn.
You gotta have more than one money resource.
You gotta have like 3.
You gotta have more than. If you can have more than I mean, I think if you can have as many as you can, go for it. Make your money, baby. Like, this is like.
People think you can go into porn and just be like good and like be able to live life.
No,
but you have
not
to hustle.
Like that. Honestly, you have to work hard for your. You really have to work hard. You have to do things like you have to go out of your way. You have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to have the balls to do stuff that people wouldn't do. I'm not saying like have sex on camera all the time, but like, yeah, basically like you do your own content, do your own porn, like do it. Like, I'm pretty sure people are gonna want to see you and go to you for your videos instead of, you know, trying to buy a video from a company or having a subscription. You know what I mean?
They'd rather support us directly because it's like, you know, we don't get royalties. Like, we don't. So
and we will come up with any kind of video that we want or you guys want. If you guys request a certain video, we'll make it. You know, and you can just go to our OnlyFans or private Snapchat, like do a certain content with a certain performer that you want us to shoot with, you know.
Custom content and having your own website is so important once you already get into the industry. Okay, so shooting content is actually a really good subject to talk on. When you first get into the industry and you do not have a name for yourself, and these anyone actually, I'm not even gonna just group that. If anyone hits you up and says let's do content and you don't have your own website yet, don't do it. Come on. They're never gonna send you the content. They just finessed you. That's just what it is. Like, especially in Florida, that's like a really prominent thing. Like, don't do content that you're not recording on your own device that you're going to take home and you know how to edit. Don't let anyone say, oh, I'll edit for you and then I'll send it to you. They're lying. Like, that's not gonna happen, and if it happens, it's gonna happen after they release it and make money off of it, and you don't have a name, so what are you gonna make off of it? So it's like, don't do content with just like anyone just because they're tested, because not everybody's always gonna have the best intentions. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, some people really just want to use the content to sell it because they know that you're not gonna be able to, so there's no division. It's really 100% theirs.
You have to trust the person that you do content with. You know, and if you're not gonna have the content and they just want to shoot content for themselves, you have to get paid. Simple as that. You need to get paid. Where's the money? It's like a...
Don't do cam shows with people, none of that. They're not going to give you money. Come on. Like, come on, guys. If I had $500 in my pocket and I owed somebody $200, but I didn't see that person every day and that person, you know, didn't, like, wasn't around, would I give them that $200, like, right then and there and just go out of my way to give it to them? Probably not, because I'm lazy. So it's like, it's not that, like, they have bad, oh, I'm trying to steal. It's like, they're lazy. Like, we're all lazy. It's an inconvenience. That's the tea, sis. I'm sorry, but like content trade to me is just like, it's important when you like actually shoot a few scenes and like have a little bit of like a buzz and you have like a website, but like if you're not gonna keep up on it and you're not gonna like promote it, don't do it. It's just a waste. Like, you're wasting your time.
Other things. Don't start drama. Don't start drama. Just don't get into anybody's business. Stay out of everybody's business. Stay on your own lane. Like, just don't.
Those are obvious things that...
If you're getting bad vibes about a certain person, I don't know, just stop.
These are obvious things that people aren't going to listen to.
Well, yeah, just...
What's really good, actually, for, like, PR and stuff like that, like, when you're shooting, write down, like, the male talent that you performed with and the date and the like production company and if you know the name.
Journal.
Yeah, because if you have an interview or something and they ask you, you're gonna want to know these things. Like, you don't want to just go at the like.
I literally, when I started, I have like an agenda full of like the people that I fucked for the first 5 months in the porn industry, and I stopped because it was a lot. I felt kind of gross. I mean, it's not that I felt gross, I just felt like a little like, fuck, I don't want to know anymore, you know?
But it's important for like interviews and stuff, because people are going to ask you about your
still need, I mean,
videos.
that was me writing down everybody's name, but like, you still need to write down like the day, the time. I always write the day and the time and who got me the booking, because I have like, in my agency, there's 3 people that do bookings, you know? So like, I say like, oh, this person got me this booking.
Yeah, keep track of your money when it comes to agencies. I don't care who you end up with.
And make sure that
make your own invoices and match them up to the ones you're given, and make sure you're given an invoice, because taxes are not a fucking joke.
Gotta be smart. Gotta keep track of everything.
I'm very orange today.
You are.
Ooh.
Trying to think of something else.
That's the motherfucking tea, sis.
Empire in the moonlight is a massacre.